guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be recreating this look for you here. Goddess, like a bronzed goddess, super glamorous, but it's just like very bronzy skin, very blown out bronzy eyeshadow with like some nice golds and champagnes and really poppin' lashes. Haven't put on a pair of lashes in a while and I was like, oh my goodness, lashes make such a difference. And then just like a nude lip. I hope you guys enjoy this video and let's get started. Hello! So I have my foundation already on because I am doing a Foundation Friday review, which is going to be another video previously to this one. So if you are interested, go check that out if you like foundation reviews. So I'm going to start off with concealer, Makeup Revolution concealer. I'm going to go in with my sponge, blend. And whatever's left on my sponge, I'm gonna put it on my chin and a little down the bridge of the nose, a little on the forehead, just to kind of even it out so it's not just like stark white under my eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and set. I'm gonna be using my trusty old Airspun. I love this powder. It is in translucent. And I'm gonna go ahead and set under my eyes and in my T-zone. Next, I'm going to go in with highlight. I'm going to be using the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in Be My Highlight. This is my all-time favorite new highlight. It's so cheap and it's so good, especially if you have a lot of texture in your skin, acne like myself. It is a more subtle kind of glow from within highlight and it doesn't accentuate your texture as much as regular highlights do or like the Instagram kind of highlights do. So I'm putting it on my cheekbones, on my chin, down the bridge of my nose, a little on the forehead. You do still want to avoid, the breakouts. You don't want to put much on them, but just kind of going in and doing that. I'm going to go in and bronze. I'm going to be using the NYX Matte Bronzer. This is in the color Deep Tan. It's so well loved. And I'm just going to tap off the excess and I'm going to start off with like a little bit and I'm just going to kind of build it. We are going to just use bronzer today, so I kind of want to like start off with a light hand and then just like get quite heavy with it. So I went to go see the movie Instant Family and I sobbed my eyes out. I laughed. Highly recommend it if you love a good like family movie and just like kids. I love kids. It's such a very like, it's just like an eye-opening movie, about like adopting and fostering and all of that. It's so beautiful. I really want to one day adopt. Instant connection that I had with this movie, and it's really funny, very touching, and just like it's so relatable and it's so like it's based off of a true story. So it's so crazy to think that there's so many kids that are in foster homes and that go from family to family, and it just like makes you realize how grateful we should be to have a family, and to be able to have people in our life that care for us consistently, It is super sad how there's so many parents that are on drugs and are addicted and can't take care of their kids, and it's really devastating. I really admire people that do foster care though, because I think you have to be so selfless to do foster care because you don't know if you're gonna end up with the gift of a child at the end of it. The parent could come up and take the kid back, and it's really sad because a lot of the time they'll take the kid back and then they'll start doing drugs again or whatnot, and then they're back into foster care, and it's just like this whole continuous just awful cycle that is so heartbreaking to me. So yeah. Anyways, on a better note, I am just bronzing my nose. This brush right here is my favorite. It's the Morphe G41. It's kind of like a squared or like a rectangular brush, and it's just amazing for a little bit of nose bronzing. I really don't like to contour my nose. I don't like to do too much to it, but I always feel like when I go for a very bronzy look, I need to put some bronzer on the sides of my nose. Just basically add some color back into it, because everything else is so bronze that my nose kind of disappears into my face. And so this just kind of brings it back to its 3D life. And this brush just helps to get like right on the sides so easily. And then I kind of like drag it up and put a little on the tip and then kind of blend it a little. It's just like the best brush for this purpose. I'm gonna go ahead and bake under my contour. I want it to be quite chiseled. So I'm gonna go in and just apply a bit of powder right under there. I haven't done this in such a long time. I used to be obsessed with doing it, and then I realized this is way too much to do. Like, unless I'm, you know, I want to look extra on point, I don't do this. It's just like an extra step. But when you're going for a full glam, this really does make a difference. It just like cuts the cheek. So I like to let it bake for just about a minute and I wipe it off. I don't like it to be there for too long because then you get a really harsh line. So I want it to still stay soft. And so I'm gonna just wipe it off. All right, let's hop into the eyes. I'm gonna be using the Pure Soiree Diaries palette. I don't know how to pronounce that, guys, but this is a very well-loved palette. I freaking love the tones in here. They're so juicy and very smoky, but also you could just do a lot with this. Honestly, haven't really used much of the shimmers, but all these mattes I've been using like crazy. And I'm gonna start off with this color right here, which is called Splurge, and I'm just gonna put that into my crease. It's kind of a nice, what? No, I'm not. Hold on. I didn't prime my lids. You know, I'm so used to having my lids already primed with concealer, but today I'm actually going to use something different. This is the Luscious Angel Eyes eyeshadow primer. Let's see, how am I gonna blend it out? I don't even know. I got this in my BoxyCharm and I really want to try it because I never use eyeshadow primers. You know, I think the only one that I've really used has been the MAC Painterly like paint pot. That looks really yellow. Let's just blend it out. Oh, it's actually not bad once you blend it out. It just like initially looked a little crazy, but there you go. Once it's blended out, it looks good. It's a little sticky to the touch, so I think I'm gonna set with just a little bit of translucent powder. Okay, now we're gonna go in with the eyeshadow. So I'm gonna be using that same color and popping it in my crease. And I'm actually gonna keep it just like on the outside, sort of not really dragging it much into the inner corner there, and then applying a little bit on the outside like lid as well, kind of on the outer corner there, halfway. The first brush that I used was a quite fluffy brush. The second one I'm going to use is also fluffy, but it's a little bit smaller, and I'm going to go in with the color Stunner, which is this one right here. It's a nice warm kind of fudgy brown, and I'm going to be applying that on halfway on the lids and then bring it into the crease, but I'm going to keep it there. I kind of want it to stay in that outer V, so I don't want to bring it too high up, nor do I want to bring it too far in. So you just kind of want to like slowly work at it, and I'm also going to kind of slowly build that color up. Guys, I got my second hole pierced. I'm so freaking excited. I'm gonna insert a clip of how I got it pierced. 1, 2, 3. I was so nervous and it actually didn't hurt at all. It's my second or my third day. It's my third day and they don't hurt at all. I haven't had a hard time sleeping on them or anything like that. I've actually been more worried that like they're gonna come out in my sleep, but they don't hurt at all. The first day they felt like just a little bit sore to the touch, but like it was nothing. I was way, like, I was working myself up for it so much, and like in my head that it was gonna hurt, and it like totally didn't. So happy I did it because I love it. I think it's so cute to have that little stud there. It's like, I love layered jewelry and the way that it looks, so I'm so happy that I got it. I'm going to be using another Pure palette, which is the Pure Sculptor palette. I would never use this to actually sculpt. Too dark to be sculpting for me, or contouring. Maybe if I use a really light hand, but I haven't tried because I'm scared. These are beautiful as eyeshadows though. I've used them so many times as eyeshadows and I'm in love, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to mix these two shades and I'm going to put it on the outer corner, also keeping it quite low on the outer V there, and just kind of slowly building it up right out in that outer corner. I'm gonna use a little angled brush. I'm gonna use those same colors. Actually, I think I'm gonna use just this one because it's a little deeper. And I'm just gonna pop that on the outer corner right there. And then I'm gonna just blend it out. I want it to be like really nice and deep right there. And just like really dark. And kind of wing it out a little bit. Kind of more like a little just flick. Actually using a napkin to help me create more of that winged out shape. So that's a great little technique and little trick if you want a more like cat eye, or just kind of just more of like a flicked out, more almond shape eyeshadow. It's a lot softer than like tape is. Now I'm gonna go in with these two shades and I'm gonna mix them both. I'm actually gonna wet my brush first, just any flat brush, and I'm using the Cover FX Illuminating Spray, which I really don't like because it actually has glitter in it, so I don't like it for the face because it's like straight up glitter on your face, but it's really nice on the body, especially for the summertime, but it's also good to like wet your brush with it. So I'm just gonna dip my brush into both of them and just kind of like mix them up, tap off some of the excess, and then again using my trusty little tissue here, I'm gonna place it under there and I'm just gonna pop that on to my lid. I'm gonna go back into my blending brush and I'm gonna use like the color Stunner, which is that nice fudgy warm brown, and I'm just going to blend the edge of that so that it's nice and soft and I don't have like a harsh line there. I'm going to go in with a brown pencil. This is the color Rich Brown by Mud, and I'm just going to put that into my waterline. We are going to really smoke out the lower lash line and connect it to the top. With these two colors, I'm going to mix them and I'm going to really... And then I'm going to go back into that warm color that we've been using in the crease, this one right here, and I'm just going to take a nice little pencil brush and I'm going to drag it along the bottom just to kind of help blend everything in and just make it even smokier. I want my inner corners to be like really highlighted, so I'm going to use the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder and Illuminati, and I'm just gonna place that like in the inner corner and also maybe drag it a little bit like all into my inner lid there. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and line the lash line and maybe just create like a little flick, not necessarily like a full wing, but just a little flick. I'm actually going to be applying false lashes. I haven't done that in so long, so I'm really excited. Wish me luck though. I'm going to first go on with my Superhero It Cosmetics mascara. I'm going to put it on my top and bottom lashes, and then I'm going to apply my wispies. Lashes are on. Oh my goodness, they are so pretty. I do feel like I need a little more bronzer though. I still feel a little pale, so I'm just going to add a little more, you know, right in here. Just warm things up a little more. I'll do the lips and we're gonna be done. I am gonna be a little extra with my lip. I'm gonna start off with a lip liner, color Natural by NYX. I love this lip pencil. Such a beautiful lip pencil that goes under absolutely any like nude pink kind of colors, just like any kind of neutrals. This is your best friend. It is so stunning. It just is the perfect, very natural color as it's called, and I really love it. So I'm just gonna outline my lips and fill it in a little bit so that it kind of lasts a really long time. Next, I'm gonna go in with this lip color by Revlon. It is the Colorburst Matte Balm in the color Complex. I'm gonna top that off with the NYX lip gloss in Madeline, which is one of my favorite colors, because I just want a really glossy lip.